All right, here we go. Here we go. First YouTube video. All right. I got this. I got this. I got this. Yeah, I can't do this. No. I can do this. You ever heard of a place called Target? Yeah, didn't think so. Literally every person I know tells me they love this place. Kids, elderly, meth heads. It's like Disneyland for teenagers who can't afford to go to Disneyland. Only they don't actually buy anything, they just play with the motorized carts, and then those who really need it don't get to use it. Also, like Disneyland, we had to refer to our customers as guests. Hi, welcome. Now, to be fair, I was the same way before I got my first real job in, you guessed it, retail. And which store was it? Yeah, right. And when I say first real job, I mean a job that I worked at for more than 3 weeks. And ever since then, I completely changed my view on the workplace. Like, I get it now. When I first applied there, I was hired in sales, so that meant I actually had to do stuff. The job wasn't even that hard. A regular shift would just be stocking items, which we called zoning, except once we cleaned up an aisle, the second I moved to the next one, I look back for just a glimpse, and everything is a mess again. How do you live with yourself? I would also answer phone calls.
Yeah, hi, is this Target?
No, this is Patrick.
Oh, and even sometimes after my shifts, when I change out of my red clothes and my khakis, I'm heading out the door, and I still see people coming up to me for questions. Do I look like I work here? Do you see red on me? And then I had to explain to them how technically I'm not allowed to help them if I'm off the clock. But what I really meant to say was, fuck off. But overall, Target was a pretty dope place. I mean, they got everything you need, and honestly, working there wasn't that bad. I made friends with almost all my coworkers, and even the managers, because managers are usually annoying AF. They only want to see you work, they don't want you to have fun. But at Target, it was kind of the opposite. However, one manager named Kaylee, she was known for always calling people through the walkies that we used, especially me. Like, she always called my name. I don't even know why. It's not like I was a really good worker. I mean, maybe they thought I was, but every time I came in for a shift, I was practically like Squidward. Like, I just never gave a shit. And one of the managers I worked with, Jen, she was really antsy about clean aisles. Armin, it looks like you didn't clean up that aisle. Can you go back? Also, this might just be me, but every time I saw her, she gave me this creepy ass death stare. Actually, she did it to everyone I worked with.
If you don't clean up that aisle in 5 minutes, I will come to your house and I will cut you and I will take your couch.
I know there's a lot of videos out there that talk about their first jobs and what it's like to work in retail, but that's why I decided to change it up a little bit. And I'm gonna talk about my second job that I ever had. So, my experience in retail. I remember one of the first customers I ever dealt with. It was the first week there. This dude comes up to me. Excuse me, sir, do you work here? I'm like, bruh. Really? And he had a question about the toilet paper. Sir, I have a question. Why is the 12-pack more expensive than the 6-pack? I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know, that's pretty weird, huh? But then I explained to him how larger packs are obviously gonna be a little more expensive. And then he just stares at me. That doesn't make any sense. You know what? I'll just go, find it myself. After like 20 minutes, I got called to the front of the store to back up the cashiers, which was another job that us sales associates had to do. While I was there, I see that exact same moron fighting with another dude over Hot Wheels. Yeah, so these were middle-aged guys, but they acted like third graders. Even one of the managers got involved, and then that second guy was like, "Excuse me, that character over there is getting on my nerves." And I always found it funny whenever someone uses character as an insult. So then that same guy goes to the registers. There were 8 lines open, and of course, he had to come to mine. Again, I was still getting used to this job. I still didn't really know how to work the register, and deadass, this guy gave me like 3 different cards. I'm pretty sure all of us who worked in retail had been in this situation, because obviously it's not our fault. That guy has to call his bank, but it was around 11:40, so it was 5 minutes till my shift ended, and the store was gonna close as well. But this dude just wasn't having it. He was the only one left in the store, and by this point, I wasn't having it either. He just got more pissed because I was taking so long. He even said to me, "Hey man, you wasted so much of my night already. I think I should get something in return for this. I don't know, maybe some money from the register?" It's pretty much like he was asking me to help him rob the place without all that extra work on the side. He even complained because we were out of bags and he really wanted a bag. But all he was buying was a pencil and some Skittles. You don't need a bag for that. But after a couple of minutes later, and with the help of one of the managers and even some of the other cashiers, we finally got him out of the store. None of us deserved to deal with that guy. I felt so crappy that night. But I also learned that the more annoying customers I dealt with, the more I got used to it. Because sadly, not everyone is gonna be nice to you, and eventually I just didn't care anymore. Plus, it was still entertainment, so that's the good thing. I could go on and on with more stupid customer stories I have, but enough negativity. Like I said before, I did have some pretty chill coworkers. Like there was this one girl named Rachel. I love her. She's another emo kid like me. And she actually trained me my first week at Target. Also, it's cool because she has this really monotone voice. So every time I saw her, I would call her Daria because she had long brown hair too. There was Phil, who's also an artist like me. Every day he came into work, he had this big portfolio with all his illustrations that he had. In fact, one of them was actually based off of me. It was like a punk zombie. What? And then if there's anyone else out there that I'm forgetting, it's because I fucking hate you? No, I'm just kidding. There were also some people that I talked to by the time I had already quit. Like there was this one chick I knew, not for that long though. Let's call her Helena. So me and Helena only talked for a little bit after I quit Target. And then, right the hell out of nowhere, she bailed on me when we were supposed to go to a concert together, never gave me a reason why, and then eventually she just started ghosting me altogether. Like, come on, why you gotta play brother like that? I'm over it now, but still, I feel like people lag on me so much. But that whole thing leads to a really interesting story. I'm gonna share that for a future video though, because I'm rambling now. Anyhow, so I guess in the end, if any of you out there are trying to look for your first job and it's gonna be in retail, if you ever decide to work at Target, don't.